Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Goalpreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Courtney Spaeth. And today I want to talk to you about building a business without social media. Yeah, I said it. So, this is a big one because right now it seems like in order to have a successful business, regardless if it's brick and mortar or online, like you have to have social media. And I just want to tell you, simply not true. Um, and we're going to chat about how to successfully create a business and grow a business without social media. Because, I mean, honestly, do you want to sit there during family time or vacations and your kids' sporting events and being glued to your phone, like responding back to people or making sure your automations are set up correctly, or sending emails, or posting reels or stories? And I mean, just thinking about doing that is exhausting. And it's very, I shouldn't say it's very, it's maybe a little countercultural because everything really is online. And you might be like, I have to be online. Like, I cannot have a business without social media. Like every marketing guru or mentor or big brand screams, you need to be on Instagram, you need to be on TikTok or YouTube, LinkedIn, all of it. And that just simply is not true, because there's nothing more defeating than posting and getting nothing in return. No likes, no comments, no views, and doing everything right and worrying about the algorithm or worrying about the hashtags. If you're using the incorrect hashtag, it's going to get you shadow banned. I mean, there's just so many things that work against you. I'm not saying all social media is bad, because it simply is not. But if done the wrong way, you're going to miss out on your kids' sporting events, those family memories, those trips. And my gosh, you blink and your kids are in high school. You blink again, they're graduating. You blink again and they're moving out. It's just time goes by way too fast. And the reason that I'm talking about this now is because I'm not trying. I'm wanting to show my kids that you can be successful. You can have a successful business without the use of social media, or just simply growing only on social media. So that's why I'm talking about this now. And I don't want to be so engrossed that I'm missing out on my kids and valuable moments with them. I mean, time, just like I said, it just goes by way too fast. What's important to you? Your business and your phone and social media and being engrossed in that, or keeping that connection with your kids and your family? So once families stop communicating, once that conversation stops happening, that's when families break down. And I've seen it. And I don't want that for my family. So I have made a decision to pivot away from social media for the time being. I don't know when I'll, go back to focusing on Instagram or Facebook. I'm not discontinuing those two platforms, but my business, I'm really going to get good at SEO again, and getting um, getting rich with keywords for my website. And I just want you to know that you do not need to live on social media to build a profitable business. So today I'm going to show you how. All right, let's dive right in. Okay. A big fat myth is, if you want clients, customers, or sales, you have to grow a huge following. And that is so far from the truth. You can go on to Facebook or TikTok or LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever, and you can see how many followers somebody has. Okay, that might look super impressive, right? If they have like 100,000 or 500,000, a million, or 50,000, 10,000, whatever. Excuse me. You see all of those followers, like I said, pretty impressive, okay? Because it's not easy growing that many followers. However, okay, here's where the deception is. You start scrolling through their feed and looking at how many likes they have or comments or shares. And it's like, okay, I mean, it looks like a dead account. But how can it be a dead account if they have all of these followers? Well, chances are they bought their followers to look more professional, to look more real, or like they have it all together. That is so misleading. And I know people that bought followers to look impressive, to they were faking it till they made it. Well, again, it's not a good idea. It's very misleading. And who is going to want to work with people that, if they have that many followers, their platform is that big, but nobody is really liking or sharing or commenting? Like, honestly, how well are they actually doing in business? You gotta wonder. So business existed way before social media, right? Okay, you had the snail mail, you had sorry, my daughter is texting me. Of course she is. And yeah, I knew this was going to happen. But hello, it's real life. It's what it is. Let me just text her back real quick. Okay. So, I mean, good thing about this is you can't see, you're just hearing the audio version. You're not seeing me texting my daughter. But yeah, so you had the snail mail, the coupon mailers, you had TV, radio ads, you had newspaper, you had magazines, you had all of these other ways of connecting with your audience instead of social media, because back in the day, it did not exist. So some of the most profitable businesses out there are not depending on viral reels or the perfect feeds, but they do rely on systems, relationships, and visibility strategies that do not depend on an ever-changing algorithm. Okay, the algorithm's so frustrating. So maybe this is you. You post, you wait, you pray, you keep checking, and barely anyone likes or comments. You spend hours creating reels only to get maybe 80 or 100 views. I mean, that's really sad. And I say that in all sincerity because that was me. You feel like you're just on a constant hamster wheel of content and you're running fast, but you're not going anywhere. You just keep spinning and spinning and spinning. So I just want to say, if that is you, if anything that I just said, you're like, oh my gosh, that's me. That's where I'm at right now. You're not broken. You're not behind. You just need another path. So here's what that path actually looks like, a different path. So you have SEO and Google. So what do you do when you need something? You Google it, right? Your website, your blog, your podcast is optimized with the right keywords. People are searching for solutions. They are going to find you. And that's what I call the evergreen traffic. You write it once and it keeps working for you while you sleep. That's a smart way. Okay, now you have email marketing. If you're in business, you should 1000% be focused on growing your email list. That's something that you own. It cannot be taken away from you. There's no algorithm, there's no shadow banning, there's no disappearing reach. With email marketing, to grow it, you have a simple lead magnet, like a checklist, a guide, a quick training video, something full of value that you're going to give another person in exchange for their email. So, your email list, it's like a group text chat with your dream clients. You're going to serve them well. And then you have partnerships and networking. I love this one. Do not underestimate the power of relationships, because with these partnerships and networking, you can get on podcasts as a guest. You can partner with people in the same industry or complementing industries. You can speak at virtual or in-person events. You can get featured in online publications. I mean, there are so many ways. I just gave you a list of 4 to get in front of other people's audiences that need the services that you offer. And it is way better without driving yourself crazy trying to use the next trending audio or posting that viral or that reel hoping it goes viral. So here's the hardest part though. It isn't strategy, it's just a mindset. Okay? Social media gives us that instant validation that we like. If we get those likes, those comments, those followers. So I've been noticing on my Instagram, I have way more followers on Facebook than I do Instagram. And I've noticed it's been hovering around the same number for probably 8 months. I mean, it's just, it doesn't go anywhere. It's not that I'm doing things wrong, but I'm gaining followers, but at the same time, I'm getting unfollowed, which is not a bad thing. I'm losing the people that don't align with my business, and that's okay. I don't want them following me anyway. They're just like dead space. So when you step away, it will feel quiet. It's not a bad thing. You need to be okay with this. Just sit in the quiet for a little bit. Do you want likes or do you want a business? Because you can't deposit likes at the bank. When you build your business on SEO, on email, on partnerships, on networking, it's slower at first, but it will compound. Trust me, it builds momentum. It's giving you a business that does not disappear if Instagram shuts down tomorrow or next week or Facebook or TikTok, like we saw earlier this year, 2025. TikTok went away for a little bit. A lot of people lost their minds because they built their business on TikTok. They didn't own that platform. They didn't own those followers. So they completely went crazy when TikTok got shut down. So let's put this into action. If you're listening, you're like, holy crap, this is me. I want to get off the social hamster wheel. I want to be more present with my kids, my family, my friends. I'm going to give you the next 3 moves. So create your home base. It can be a simple website or a blog page. Somewhere Google is going to find you. Next, get your cheeks in gear and start building that list. Create a freebie in exchange for the email and then start sending weekly notes, tips, or stories. Might take a little bit for you to grow your email list, and that's okay. Even if you're starting off with 2 people, still show up each week. If you're sending an email twice a week, show up twice a week. If you're sending a weekly update, show up weekly. Do not let those people go. And then get visible everywhere. So again, reach out to podcasts, collaborate with somebody in your niche or that complements your niche, pitch a guest article to a publication. Those are 3 things consistently, or do those 3 things consistently. And you're going to see more traction. You're going to be a lot happier. You're not going to be stressing out as much. And you're not going to be posting 24/7, hoping somebody sees it. No more twiddling those thumbs. No more worrying about that algorithm. So here's my challenge for you. If social media has been draining you, give yourself permission to pause, to take a break, step back, get off that hamster wheel, and build a business, your business, in a way that feels sustainable, aligned, and actually profitable. Because at the end of the day, it's not about being seen everywhere. It's about being seen by the right people in the right way with the right message. Okay. That, my friend, is all I have for you. I want to thank you for joining me today on the Goalpreneur Podcast. I loved our time together. I hope this episode gave you some motivation and positive vibes and clarity and confidence to take your next step forward. So, if this episode lit a fire under your cheeks, please share it with somebody else that needs to hear this. And, stop the social grind. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode. And check out my website. It's CourtneySpaeth.com. We're going to talk soon. And remember, your business doesn't need an algorithm to thrive. Thank you, my friend. I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.